5 years ago, in 2019, you had a plan to change your life. You were going to start a business, get in shape, and finally become the person you always wanted to be.
You were a pro at making plans. They were detailed, color-coded, perfectly structured. But there was one small problem.
You never actually followed through. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. The goals remained just goals. No exercise, no business, no transformation. Nothing. Now it's 2025. 6 years later, you're in the exact same spot. The same dreams, the same excuses, the same unfulfilled potential. It's a hard truth, but you're stuck in the cycle of procrastination. And if you don't break free, nothing will change. You might even start to believe that this is all your fault, that you're just lazy. But that's not the truth. The truth is, procrastination isn't laziness. It's a battle within your own mind, a defense mechanism designed to keep you in your comfort zone, to protect you from discomfort, from failure, from the unknown.
Procrastination is your brain's defense mechanism. Your mind craves comfort and avoids discomfort at all costs. Your brain tricks you. It says, "You're not ready yet. Do it later. Just check your phone real quick. Have a snack first. Watch TV." This happens because two forces are constantly pulling you in opposite directions. The rational part of your brain, the part that wants to work, to improve, to grow, it fights against the emotional part that craves instant gratification and avoids discomfort at all costs. And when these forces clash, procrastination wins. It's called the law of inertia, not just applicable in physics, but in real life.
The relationship between inertia and procrastination in humans is rooted in the tendency of both physical objects and human behavior to resist change. An object at rest stays at rest unless acted upon by an external force, and you right now are that object. You've been at rest for too long, waiting for motivation, for inspiration, for the perfect moment. Human psychology, a similar concept applies. People tend to stick to their current state, whether it's working productively or avoiding tasks, unless a strong enough force like motivation, urgency, or external pressure pushes them to change. Procrastination is often a form of mental inertia. If you're in a state of rest, it can be difficult to start an active or demanding task. Just like an object needs an external force to overcome inertia, humans often need a trigger to break procrastination. This could be a burst of inspiration, or a motivation. But here's the truth. Motivation isn't something you wait for. It's something you create. And the way to create it? Start small. The 5-minute rule. Just 5 minutes. That's all it takes. Tell yourself, I'll just do this for 5 minutes, and if I want to stop after that, I can. No pressure. No overwhelming expectations. Just 5 minutes of action. And what happens? You start. You build momentum. And suddenly 5 minutes turns into 10, then 20, then an hour. Because the hardest part was never the work itself. It was simply getting started. Auras to what Newton's first law of productivity says, starting with small, easy tasks to build momentum.
Why does this work? What is the psychology behind it? Reason number 1, it reduces resistance. The hardest part of any task is getting started. Committing to only 5 minutes lowers the mental barrier. Reason number 2, to overcomes inertia. Just like Newton's first law, an object in motion stays in motion, but once you begin, it's easier to keep going. Reason number 3, it breaks perfectionism. Many procrastinators delay tasks because they feel overwhelmed and wants to perfect everything before they will even commit. That is why the 5-minute rule makes the goal feel manageable.
So here you are, at a crossroads. You can close this and go back to the cycle, or you can choose to act, not tomorrow, not later, right now. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Start something, anything. Your future self is waiting on the other side of this decision, and the only way to reach them is to take that first step, today, not someday. Here's your challenge. When this timer hits 0, take action on one task you've been putting off. Not tomorrow, not later, right now.